What's up, everyone? How you all doing? It's your boy Husband, and today we'll be talking about claims that Suge Knight has made, saying that Dr. Dre put out a hit on him to have him killed. Apparently, he was saying it was on a set of NWA. Oh, was it NWA? Oh no, straight out of Compton. He was seeing one of the guys who, who took the hit, who was allegedly paid, was at the parking lot, and Suge Knight feared for his life and all this. Let me put it like this. Suge Knight is in jail now. He's been in jail for what, since I think it was since like New Year 2015, right? Initially they were saying he was going to be in jail for like 6 weeks first, and then he hasn't even been on trial yet, has he? I'm not quite sure, but all I know, Suge Knight is in jail. Okay. Now, it, a new story keeps popping up every now and then saying that he had something to do with Tupac's death, and every now and then he keeps saying Pac's alive, all this stuff. Pac's not dead. He never saw the body. All this stuff. So now, let's put it like this: Suge Knight is saying Dr. Dre put out a hit to have him killed. Okay, let's just put it like this. Okay, Suge Knight and Dr. Dre co-founded Death Row Records along with DOC and Michael O'Harris back in the early '90s. Okay, Dre and Suge were the key figures, were the two main people that founded Death Row, and O'Harris was allegedly the one who funded to start the label with obviously drug money and stuff like that. And DOC also had a part of it, since he was with Suge before Suge started Death Row, and he used to be a bodyguard for DOC and etc. So now, Suge Knight and Dr. Dre back in the 90s had Death Row Records, a black independent record label with almost half a billion. Okay, they had artists like Snoop Dogg, Tupac, Dre himself, Dog Pound, Rage, Quick, all these people. Okay, so now Dr. Dre decides to leave Death Row. He was getting fed up for multiple reasons because of the beatdowns at the studios. Death Row was taking the turn for the worst. They're having all these beatdowns in the studios, the engineers getting beat down, people getting shot in the studios for no reason. So Dre was smart. He knew from the get go Death Row was going to go on a downfall. So Dre ends up leaving Death Row. I think it was around the spring of '95. I mean '96, sorry. So he leaves Death Row. He signs everything over to Suge. He signs all his publishing, all of his royalties. So he ain't getting shit from Death Row. All of the songs he made, the Chronic, from Doggy Style, all of those stuff, he's getting nothing from it. He's left all of that. He was willing to give all of that up. And people like Jimmy Iovine and people that work in behind the scenes at Interscope are like, hey, hold on a minute, are you crazy? This record label is worth half a billion, and you're willing to leave all of that behind? You're like, yes, I'm gonna start fresh from all over again. And Jimmy Iovine backed him up. He started Aftermath, which is going to be funded by Jimmy Iovine. So now, Dre leaves Death Row. He starts fresh from scratch. Now at that time, people were looking at Suge saying, wow, you now run this record company all by yourself with half a billion. All the income is coming to you. You're making all the money, all the revenues. Dre signed all of his publishing. So now, the second biggest hit, the second biggest thing that happened to Death Row was Tupac when he gets killed. So now, you have Dre that's left. Tupac is now dead. Who's literally left the label now? Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's already. His mind is not even there. His body just gets killed. he's already thinking about his own business ventures. And I think a year or two later, Snoop leaves Death Row. He ends up signing to No Limit, which is run by Master P. So now Suge ends up going to jail. If you remember at the MGM when Tupac, Suge, and the entourage they stomped that boy Orlando Anderson. That at that time Suge was on parole, and that evidence on the CCTV footage at the MGM was used against him to send him to jail. So he was sentenced to 6.5 to 9.5 years in prison. So he ends up going to jail. So now death row is crumbling. So then 20 years later, no one would have thought Suge Knight would be where he is at now. It's probably the biggest downfalls in hip hop history. A powerful CEO who was, I would say, basically, how can you put it like this? What Puffy is today, what Puffy is doing right now with Bad Boy and all of this stuff, Suge was back then, you know. So and when I say that, I don't mean in terms of his net worth. I mean in terms of basically what Puffy's net worth is right now. That was how much Death Row was worth to be estimated. It was it was around half a billion or close to a billion, something like that. So let's put it like this: Dre now, Sugar alleges Dre wants to have him killed. Why would Dre want to have Suge Knight killed? Suge Knight is a former. It's Suge Knight is a former. He's shell of his former self. He's literally got nothing going for him. Dre's almost a billionaire. He's got Apple Beats running for him. He started Aftermath. He's had successful. He's signed successful artists like 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem. He's got it going for him. He's been successful biopics straight out Compton. He's accomplished so much in those 20 years. And Suge Knight just went down a slippery slope, and I don't know what the hell happened to him, you know. So it's a bit stupid for Suge, for Dre to have Suge killed. Besides, even though Dre's from Compton, he would never go back to Compton to meet Suge, you know, because the reason was, if you remember, Suge Knight, it was alleged that he bet with Terry Carter, and Terry Carter agreed. I think it was that he could meet Dre, and he was going to be paid some money for that biopic because Suge I think wasn't happy in terms of how he was going to be portrayed in the biopic. So I think he met with Terry, and the plan was that he was going to sit down and meet with Dre and all this stuff. So when he gets to the scene at Tam's Burger in Compton at the parking lot, I think it was something else happened. What Suge intended for it to be wasn't the case. So I think that's why what happened. So that's why think how things turned out to be, because that's not how it was supposed to be. From Suge's point of view, he was supposed to go to that parking lot to meet with Terry Carter so he can set up a meeting to meet with Dre. So when Suge gets there, he finds Bone. Bone attacks him allegedly. Suge runs over Terry. Bone gets injured. All this stuff. So in my opinion, there will be no reason for Dre to put out a hit on Suge. Why would Dre? They're not even on the same level. Dre's all the way down here. No, Dre's all the way up there. Suge's all the way down here. Look at their career since Dre left Death Row. Everyone was looking at Dre like, what the hell have he done? He was a co-founder of Death Row. He just left with nothing. He left this. See, he just left this big Pyro teddy bear running this record company with half a billion, and you just leave like this. Dre's like, don't worry, I'll start from fresh. So you got to give credit where credit is due. I think Dre's a smart individual, you know. You have to remember Dre was the focal point of Death Row, you know. Dre told Suge, let me handle the music, you take care of business. And Dre left Death Row for several reasons. Number one, he didn't like the direction Death Row was going with all the violence and all these studio beatdowns, all this stuff. Number two, Dre promised him. I mean, Suge promised him he'll take care of business, and Dre would take care of talent. And then when Suge started signing people, signing all these people from Suge's neighborhood, all these employing all these people, signing Tupac from prisons. Dre's like, hold on. We had the agreement here. What's going on? That was it for Dre. And then Suge and Pac was starting to push Dre out. I remember an interview where Natasha Walker was saying how Suge was telling Jimmy Iovine that they don't want Dre. And Jimmy Iovine was like, no, you gotta keep him, you gotta keep him. And eventually, Jimmy Iovine took Dre. So it is what it is. I think Suge personally he's doing it for publicity. He's in a precarious situation. He's not in a good situation right now. I think he's just trying to stay relevant. It's typical Suge, to be honest with you. One time he's saying Tupac's alive, now he's saying Dre put out a hit on him. I think for me, Suge is using some tactics that he's basically using some tactics that hopefully in his mind work for him, because regarding Tupac stuff, he's never gonna admit what really happened anyway. He's just gonna keep like saying, I never saw nothing, Tupac's alive, Tupac's not dead, Tupac was laughing and joking on the way to hospital. Come on, man. Literally, come on, Suge, man. He's not gonna admit to it, man. But anyway, it's your boy Husband, and I'm out.